Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to McRae Activity Center here in beautiful Pendleton, Oregon on the campus of Blue Mountain Community College as we have this afternoon's contest as Blue Mountain Community College Timberwolves take on the Big Bend Vikings. And we have a quick change of possession there, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds. Stay with the Timberwolves. Attempted layup by Haley Taylor. Starting lineup for your Wolves is number 12, Atira Moore, number 32, Ella Stewart, number 13, Avery Beatty, number 2, Leanna Leppi, and number 3, Haley Taylor. As Leanna Leppi breaks inside with the layup, 2 points for the Wolves. And Vikings will elect work inside with the three-pointer. Going to be rebounded down low by 12 of the Vikings. Rebounded again by 10, and they'll look to reset. On ball is number 10 for the Vikings. That is Katie Hansen. Three-point shot by number 12. That is Oakley Homer. As the Wolves will rebound and take it down the other way, looking to get inside into Atira, an unlucky touch will find its way out of bounds. Starting lineup for the Big Bend Vikings is going to be number 21, Maddie Wolf. Number 25, Oakley Jackman. Number 10, Katie Hansen. Number 13, Kalia Evans. As the Vikings have a couple shots, couple rebounds here on the right side of the court. On ball is number 10, Hansen. She will look to feed outside to number 12, that is Oakley Homer. Look to dribble inside. We tied up there, though, with Moore and Leppi, and it's going to be a jump ball. Favors the Timberwolves. As Taylor will bring it up the court. Wolves going from right to left on your screen, and Vikings going from left to right. As my camera person is falling asleep already here at 2 in the afternoon. As Leppi will look to drive, layup up and in. 2 more for the Wolves. Big Ben looking to still get on the board here. Trying to break inside is Hansen. She'll feed out to number 12, that is Homer. And they'll look to get back out again to number 25, Jackman. Being defended by Beatty. Dribbling is Kalia Evans. Three-point shot off the board. And it's going to be a foul on the Vikings over and back. A foul on number 13, Kalia Evans. Leppi looking to get inside. She will find Moore. Moore with a little pump fake. Layup going to get knocked around, and it's going to be rebounded by the Vikings as they come fast the other direction down the right side. That is going to be Homer looking for options. She does find her teammate Hansen. Continue to dribble. Going to be knocked loose by Taylor, but it will stay a Viking ball. And ball is going to be inbounded by the Vikings. Three-point shot. Good by Hansen. And the Wolves look to feed quick down low to Moore, and it's going to be turned over. And we're going to have a sub here entering the floor for the Vikings is number 3, Amaya Rogers. 5'8" guard, sophomore from Leh, Hawaii. Hansen looking to get inside. Moore is going to have something to say about that, and the Wolves come up with it. Taylor charging down the floor, looking to get past number 12, Homer. And she'll find Beatty up top to reset. Back to Taylor. Leppi trying to break inside. No, they'll find the second option. No, they won't. Shot clock down to 15, and it's going to be turned over by Taylor. Vikings come up with it as they look to come up with it. Nope, it's going to be loose ball, turnover, and turned over again. And it's going to be a loose ball foul. Believe it's going to remain with the Wolves. Yes, it is. It was going to be a foul on Katie Hansen. the 5'11" sophomore from Provo, Utah. And Taylor dribbles it up the floor. Shot by Leppy, just off the side of the rim, rebounded by number 13 of the Vikings, that is Kalia Evans. Looking to go quick. Rogers looking for teammates, looking for options. Gets stuck inside, and they're gonna say she pushed off. Foul on Evans. And the Wolves with a slight 4-3 lead. Vikings up 3-0 on team fouls. About 5:55 remaining, and it's going to be a travel on Taylor. Viking ball, and sub's going to enter the floor for the Vikings. It's going to be number 32, Riley Layton, 6-foot sophomore from Blackfoot, Idaho. And the Vikings looking to establish some rhythm here against these Wolves. Shot by Hansen. Good by Hansen. 6-4. Vikings now lead. 5:30 remaining in the first quarter. And a miscommunication as Beatty tried to feed the ball inside, and it's going to find its way out. Vikings with the ball on the baseline. As Jackman will bring it up the floor. Moore defending, feet outside, 2-12. That's Homer for the three-point, not gonna go. Ella Stewart with the rebound. Finds Beatty. Looking to set up and establish the offense. Leppy looking for options. Her teammates, Taylor, comes up with the ball. Looking to get inside. Shot by Leppy. Off the rim by Leppy. Stewart trying to come up with it. Everyone trying to come up with it, and it will be a jump ball. Believes it's going to favor the Vikings. Sub coming in. That's going to be 21, Maddie Wolf re-entering the game for number 12. That's Oakley Homer. And it will be immediate timeout. We'll be back to you after this break. And welcome back here just after the media timeout. Vikings lead 6-4 as they're going to inbound the ball here to start halfway through the first. Leppy being defending number 21 of the Vikings, that is Wolf, as they'll look to break inside to Hansen. Hansen will feed outside here to Evans. Evans having to slow down, wait for teammates to get in position. Hansen dribble inside. She will feed back out. Turnover by Hansen. Beatty will steal as she'll charge down the floor, trying to find Taylor. Taylor will come up with it over to Moore. To Stewart. Stewart with the three-point shot. Off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Taylor. And it's going to be a foul on Evans. Sorry, Amaya Rogers. And Riley Tucker subbing in for the Wolves. Ella Stewart will take a break. Sorry, that was Amaya Rogers with the foul. And Moore will come up with it on the inbound from Taylor. She'll swing over to the left side. Back over to Leppy. Back to Moore. Trying to find Taylor. Moore's got to move. And that's going to be a 5-second violation. Turnover, Viking ball. Again, we want to thank you for joining us on your Saturday afternoon as we watch BMCC basketball versus Vikings here, NWAC East Division action. Vikings looking for the options. Hanson will feed inside to Riley Layton. Layton will try and go up for the layup, and it will be knocked loose by Riley Tucker. Stay with the Vikings. Leah Wilson subbing in for the Wolves. Atira Moore will take a break. Leah Wilson from Pendleton, Oregon. As the Vikings will look to inbound, they will find Riley Layton. Layton looking to work inside with the layup, and it's going to roll around the rim, not come up for anyone. Loose ball, and the Vikings come up with it. They'll swing outside to Hanson, look to go back inside to Layton. Layton will go for the layup, and in. 8-4 Vikings. Vikings finally putting some consecutive points together. They had a couple of missed shots early on, but they are here to play now. Big Bend Community College, located in Moses Lake, Washington. Member of the NWAC East Division in several sports. Shot by Leppy off the back of the board. It's going to be loose. Finally come up with the rebound is Maddie Wolf for the Vikings. They'll look to get outside to number 3. That's Amaya Rogers. And she will reset, swing the ball over to Hanson. 3-point shot by Hanson off the back of the rim. Taylor almost comes at the rebound, and it'll be knocked loose again by Riley Layton. Back out to number 21, Maddie Wolf. Quick chain of events there. And the shot by Rogers off the back of the rim, and it's going to be knocked out by the Wolves. It's going to be a Viking ball. As the Vikings will rebound, looking initially for Layton, but they're going to find Hanson for the 3-point in the corner. And it's going to be loose ball and rebounded by number 25 of the Vikings, Oakley Jackman. As Taylor will bring the ball up the floor. Haley Taylor, freshman from Juliet, Idaho. And 3-point shot by Riley Tucker off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Hanson of the Vikings, and they'll go the other direction. Score is 4-10. Vikings take the lead. About 2 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Now, if you're new to college basketball, or this is your first time watching, again, we welcome you. 3-point shot, good by Rogers. Score is 14-3. If you're new to college basketball, a little difference here is that the women's basketball teams, they play quarter system, so 4 quarters, 10 minutes each. Men's basketball, they play 2 halves of 20 minutes. And turnover by Leah Wilson. Vikings are going to come the other direction. They're going to feed inside. Beatty breaks it up. Steal by Beatty. Her second in just a short amount of time. She finds Riley Tucker. Riley Tucker trying to find any option. She'll toss it up and turn it over to Amaya Rogers of the Vikings. And it's going to be a traveling violation on number 21, Maddie Wolf. Subs entering for both teams, Ella Stewart and Kira Jacobson in for the Wolves. And we will get you subs in a second. Looks like number 12 for Big Bend re-entering, Oakley Homer, and number 5, Allie Oakleberry, entering for the Vikings. As Riley Tucker takes a break for the Wolves. And Wolves looking to establish the offense, get back on the board. They started really strong. Leah Wilson attempted layup, not going to go anywhere. Riley Layton with the rebound as she attempts to save it, and she'll turn it over to the Wolves. We'd like to give a special shout out to our premium level sponsors here in BMCC Athletics. Hills Meat, located here in Pendleton, Oregon, have been a premium level sponsor of BMCC Athletics for a number of years. And we thank you so much for your support. Westgate Apartments, located just below the college, beautiful luxury apartments, and Rogers Toyota, located in Hermiston, Oregon. As the Wolves Time ticking away, 40 seconds left. Beatty with the three-point shot off the back of the rim. Rebound knocked loose by Leppy, and Leppy will dribble it out of bounds, and it will be a Viking ball. 34 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Again, Vikings are in the darks, blue and green jerseys. Wolves are in the white and navy. Good defensive battle there by Leppy. And a three-point shot made by Allie Oakleberry. Her first points of this quarter. And Wilson looking to get inside. It's going to be 5-4 on the shot clock. 3-2. Jacobson with the jumper. No good. And the rebound will go to Kalia Evans. And the end of the first quarter is going to be 4-16. Vikings take the lead. We'll be back with you after this short commercial break. Welcome back here to the start of the second quarter. Here, Vikings lead 16-4 here in Pendleton, Oregon. Here on the campus of Blue Mountain Community College, Leah Wilson looks to feed outside to Beatty. Beatty with a three-point shot just off the edge of the rim. Jacobson with the rebound. Achia Moore goes up strong, but it's going to be partially blocked by Riley Layton as the Vikings will come down the right side of your screen. And Vikings look to go to work here. Wolves trying to get back on the board. They actually started on a 4-0 run, and then the Vikings took off. Riley Layton with the layup, and she's going to be fouled by, I believe, Ella Stewart. Yes, it will be Ella Stewart. And to the line is Riley Layton, 6 foot forward from Blackfoot, Idaho. And the starters for both teams are how they ended the first quarter. You have Ella Stewart, Kira Jacobson, Avery Beatty, Atira Moore, and Leah Wilson for the Wolves. You have several Vikings, but still trying to learn all of their names and their numbers, of course. But you have number 13, Kalia Evans, number 21, Maddie Wolf, number 5, Allie Oakleberry, number 12, Oakley Homer, and number 32, Riley Layton. Those are your starters to start this second quarter. As Kira Jacobson looks to feed outside, she'll find Ella Stewart, who swings out to Beatty, back out to Atira Moore, three-pointer by Atira Moore, off the back of the rim, and the Vikings will come up with it. As the Vikings will take a three-point shot, and it's good! Good by Oakley Homer, assisted by number 21, Maddie Wolf. As Beatty will look to feed over to Wilson, finds Ella Stewart, she dribbles inside. Shot by Ella Stewart just over the top of the rim, and the Vikings will come up with it. Score is 4-21. My apologies, falling behind on the scoreboard. I'm falling asleep. Not actually asleep. I'm just got a lot working over here. Strong defense by Beatty, not letting her go anywhere. And it's going to be knocked out off the foot. It's going to stay with the Vikings. Inbounding for the Vikings is number 21, Maddie Wolf. Score is 4-21. Vikings with the lead, about 8 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Shot by number 5, three-pointer. And after a couple of bounces, it will find its way in, and that'll be good for Allie Oakleberry. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back after this message. And welcome back here to these about 8 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. Score is 4-24. Vikings with the lead. Over the Wolves. Beatty comes up with it, and the Wolves will retain possession after the ball gets bounced around a few times. They'll look to feed inside. Beatty's going to go to work. She tried to find Leppy on the outside. It's going to be turnover. Wolves turnover Beatty, and the Vikings are going to come down the other direction. And turnover, Leppy's going to go the other direction. And Taylor finds Leppy. And block, foul on the Vikings. And Leppy's going to go to the line, shooting 2. And first one's good for Leppy. Second one's good for Leppy. And three-point shot, gonna be short as Beatty comes up with the ball. Feeds inside to Beatty. Over to Ella. Ella Stewart with the layup. Good assist by Beatty. Scoreboard reads 8-24. As number 13, Evans, looks to find a way inside, she'll feed out to Layton. Layton with the shot, gonna be short. Was rebounded by several people and finally gets tied up, and it's going to remain with the Vikings. 3 subs coming in for the Vikings. Number 25, number 3, and number 10. Hansen re-entering, Rogers re-entering, and Jackman re-entering. Layton, Oakleberry, and Wolf will take a break for the Vikings. Tierra Moore knocks it loose and almost comes up with it, and it will stay with the Vikings. As Homer will look to establish the offense for the Vikings. And it's going to be a foul. Foul on the Wolves, foul on 13, Avery Beatty. Second team foul here in the second quarter. As Jackman will look to inbound it. She will find her teammate Homer. Back to Jackman. 5 seconds on shot clock. Shot by Homer. Deep three. And Leppy will come up with the rebound. Wolves looking to go back to work here. And turnover by Leppy. Vikings are going to come the other direction. Homer going quick with no support. And it's going to be knocked loose by the Timberwolves and stay with the Vikings. Homer found a fast break opportunity, tried to make the most of it. Wolves knocked it away, and it will go out of bounds. Hansen will find the inbound. She will find her teammate Evans. Will feed out to Jackman. Back to Hansen, back to Jackman, who will then find Rogers. Jumper by Rogers, very close. And the rebound finally secured by Ella Stewart of the Timberwolves. And timeout White. It's going to be a 30. It's a quick one. We'll be right back. And welcome back. Quick 30-second timeout by the Timberwolves as they'll find Haley Taylor on top of the right side. Leah Wilson trying to create space. Back out to Beatty. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Wolves with plenty of time here to operate. But they obviously want to start scoring and scoring quick to make up this deficit. Score is 8-24. Beatty on the right side. She'll feed back out top to Ella Stewart. Finds Leah Wilson. Back out to Stewart. 5-4. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Off the top of the rim. Ella Stewart gets her own rebound. Back out to fresh 20 seconds. Beatty with a three-point shot deep off the backside of the board. Rebounded by the Vikings. And it's going to be a traveling violation by Kalia Evans. And inbounded. Beatty comes up with it. She does find her teammate Moore. Leah Wilson back out to Taylor. Into Beatty. She's going to look to break inside. Good effort by Beatty. She does find her teammate. Feeds back up top. 14 seconds on the shot clock. To Leah Wilson. To Taylor. To Beatty. Trying to feed it inside. Ella Stewart's going to be knocked off the Vikings. And inbound by the Timberwolves. And Riley Layton back in with the Vikings. 4:22 remaining here in the second quarter. 3, 2, 1. And it's going to be a shot clock violation. Shot clock violation by the Wolves. And it's going to be a Viking ball going the other direction. Team fouls are 2-1. And it's going to be out of bounds. Timberwolves ball. And Haley Taylor going to bring it up the floor. Into Beatty. Layup by Beatty just off the front side of the rim. Vikings will come up with it, and they're looking to go back to work here. And she'll find Rogers for the three-point off the backside of the rim. Beatty going to let this one roll out, and it's going to be out of bounds. Timberwolves ball here with 3:33 remaining in the second quarter. Vikings going to go into, a little bit of a press here. Not going to make it easy for the Wolves to try and get out of it. And the Wolves get out of it pretty easy, actually. And it's going to be, Taylor tried to find her teammate Leah Wilson, but it's going to be knocked out by the Vikings. And it's going to be Timberwolves ball. Taylor has to find an option quick, and she does. She finds Moore. Moore going to go to work. Layup by Moore, just off the backside of the rim. Stewart knocks it over to Haley Taylor, and a little jumper by Haley Taylor. Scoreboard reads 24-10. Vikings coming down the other direction. Hanson, three-point shot, no good. Rebounded by her teammate Rogers. She's going to feed it back out to Wolf. He's going to lay it off to Layton, back out to Rogers. Layton looking to feed inside to number 25, that's Jackman. Jackman having to go to work against Beatty. Layton's going to get the layup, and it's going to sit up there for a second. And as no one can come up with the possession of the ball, it's going to end up being Timberwolves ball here with 2:40 remaining. Scoreboard reads 24-10. Vikings again in their press. And it's going to be a carry violation by Taylor. Unfortunate mistakes are leading to turnovers that are hurting the Wolves right now as they're trying to, again, establish the rhythm, establish the possession, but these mistakes are ultimately what are killing momentum. Something that I know, you know that they work on in practice, you know that they drill this into their heads, and obviously as experienced ball players, something that you know that you're just waiting for them to find that rhythm, that thing that's going to lead them back into making baskets and wins. Jordan Walters is entering for the Wolves. Leah Wilson will take a break. And Taylor will look to bring it up. She's got a little room to work as Beatty feeds it over across the floor, and it's going to go out off the Wolves and Viking ball. Again, welcome to the MAC here on the campus of BMCC in Pendleton, Oregon. As Hanson goes to work, jumper on the free throw line, doesn't go, and it'll be rebounded by Wolf. Great dribbling there by Wolf in under pressure as Rogers looks to go underneath. She's going to feed back out to Layton. Back on top over here to Jackman. Jackman with the three, and it's good. Three-pointer, good by Jackman. 27-10 is now the score. Vikings lead as Ella Stewart will come up with the ball. And the Wolves go back to work. And Ella Stewart tried for the layup, and it's going to be a foul on Riley Layton. As Ella Stewart's going to the line, shooting two.
Stewart, 2 shots.
First one's good by Stewart. Second one's good by Stewart. And Wolf gonna bring it up the floor for the Vikings. Shot by Rogers, 3-point, just long. Beatty hits the floor trying to come up with it. Jackman comes up with it first. And it's gonna be a foul on Moore.
Foul for 12. That's Tara Moore. That's her first third team foul.
Third team foul for the Wolves here in the second quarter. 1 minute and 6 seconds remaining. Jackman just misses, comes with her own rebound, but she's going to get fouled on the way back up.
Foul for 12. Tara Moore. That's her second, fourth team foul.
Foul on Tara Moore, fourth team foul. And Jackman goes to the line. And first one's good. Second one's good. 29-12. Just about a minute left here in the second quarter as Beatty is fighting for her life, trying to keep a hold of that ball, keep possession. And it will favor the Timberwolves. Beatty holding strong there for the Wolves, trying to keep possession, do whatever she can to help her team get back into this fight. Moore's going to turn over this ball. Then she's going to steal it. Then she's going to turn it over, and it's going to be repossessed by the Wolves as they get down the court across their half very quickly as the time is expiring, and Beatty goes to work. Good, strong play by Beatty, trying to get the Wolves back in this thing. And it's going to be a block. It looks like it's going to be a foul on Beatty.
Foul for 13, Avery Beatty. That's her second, 13 foul.
And Rogers to the line. Subs by the Vikings. Layton's going to take a break, as well as Hansen. And it's going to be Oakleberry and Evans re-entering for the Vikings. With another sub, but for shooter. So Rogers, first shot is good. Second shot, not good. Rebounded by Ella Stewart. We're going the other direction. 28 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And she'll find Beatty. Two more. Jumper by Moore. Right on the elbow, and it's good! Scoreboard reads 16-30. Vikings still with the lead. Rogers, back over to Wolf, 3-point, no good by Wolf, rebounded by Ella Stewart as time expires here in the MAC. And halftime here, scoreboard reads 30-16, and we'll be back after this commercial break. Hello and welcome back here. We are underway here in the third quarter here at the MAC at Blue Mountain Community College in Pendleton, Oregon. As the Wolves are going to have to go to work here, 16:30 here. Lay it by Leppy. It's going to be tied up. Jump ball. And it's going to favor the Wolves as the Vikings were able to get the ball here to start the third quarter. And Leppy on top with it. She's going to feed inside Ella Stewart. Ella Stewart's going to go to work. Layup just a little off the top, off the front side of the rim, and it's going to come up. Rebound by Kalia Evans to Henson over in the corner. Touched out by Avery Beatty. And little jumper there by Henson, and it's good. And Beatty going to be defended there by number 12, Oakley Homer. Turnover, and Jackman charging down the floor, and it's going to come loose out of her hands, and it's going to be a Timberwolves ball. And Taylor will bring it up the floor. Stewart inside to Leppy. It's going to be a foul, I believe, on Jackman. Yes. Oakley Jackman with the foul. First team foul here in the third period. And turnover by Taylor. Going to go to the Vikings, although it looked like it was a kick ball there. Should have been Timberwolves' ball, and looks like we missed one there, but it's all right. And three-point shot there by Homer. Wide left. Timberwolves are going to take it. I believe the kids call that an air ball, if you will. And they tried to trap Stewart over in the corner. Taylor's able to get him out. Beatty finds Leppy on the inside. Leppy gonna go to work. Layup just over the top of the rim, rebounded by Henson. Leppy's gonna get tied up. Loose ball all the way around, and we're gonna go with a jump ball. I'll say this, every time that ball has hit the floor, it has been tied up quick by everyone, and everyone's dogpiling to try and make sure they get a hand on that ball. And Kira Jacobson gonna enter the game for the Wolves for a Tira Moore. And bringing the ball at the floor is Wolf. Leppy almost forcing the turnover. Almost stealing the ball. Jackman going to get a piece of that ball. Nearly brings in level right into the hands into Beatty. Wolf going to swing it. And missed three-pointer. Going to be rebounded by the Vikings, though. Back up on top to Wolf. Back over into the corner to number 12, Homer. Corner three, no good. Ellis Stewart with the rebound into the hands of Leppy. And Stewart with the ball on top. Over to Beatty on the right side of your screen. Down in the corner is Kira Jacobson. She's going to swing it to Haley Tibb. Back on top to Leppy. Three-point shot by Leppy. Bounce out. Rebounded by Henson, and she's going to find Wolf over on the top of your screen. And there it is over to Henson. Beatty's going to force the turnover, steal the ball, and it's back to the Timberwolves. Leppy with a three-pointer. Just long, and Vikings get the ball. And it's going to be a foul on Taylor. Henson with the three, off the front side of the rim. And it's going to stay with the Vikings. To Evans. To Henson. To Jackman. Jackman's going to drive. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Foul on Beatty, I believe. And there were 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Shot by Henson. Good for the corner three. 35-16 is the score. 6 minutes remain. It's about 6:10 remaining here in the third. Over to Leppy in the corner. Had a look at the three, and she elected to not take it. She's going to get stuck. Little jumper and off the side of the board. And the Vikings are going to come the other way. Jackman going to try and find Wolf. Wolf with the layup. Nope, it's going to be blocked by Ella Stewart. And now Beatty's going to charge, drive up the floor. She's got a wolf, literally a wolf, chasing her. And it's going to be shot and rebounded by Evans. As Wolf will dribble up the floor on the top side of your screen. Going to be passed into Henson, into Jackman. And back to Wolf. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Over to Homer, shot by Homer, off the backside of the board, and back into Jackman. Rebounded into Homer, layup by Homer, no good on the floor. It's going to be foul on number 13, Avery Beatty. Fourth team foul by Avery Beatty, or fourth personal foul, sorry. And it's going to be the third team foul. Beatty will take a break, and Leo Wilson's entering the game for the Timberwolves. And to Jackman. Jackman gonna try and go to work. She's got two different Wolves defending her, and Leppy's gonna get that ball tied up, and it's gonna favor the Timberwolves. And we're gonna go to timeout, and we'll be back after this commercial break. And welcome back here, about 5:07 left here in the third. Scoreboard reads 16-35, Vikings lead. And the Wolves are going to break the press of the Vikings pretty quickly. And it's going to be out of bounds. Leppy's going to dribble out. All right, and we're going to go to media timeout. We'll be back after this break. And welcome back from the media timeout. We only had about 5 seconds of play there before we thought we had already taken the media timeout. And Riley Layton's going to miss the layup. It's going to be rebounded by Ella Stewart. Haley Taylor will bring it up the floor for the Wolves. Ella Stewart with the layup and good! Hard foul there on Leppy. It's going to be...
Foul number 2, Leanna Leppy. That's her first 4th team foul.
Oh, it was a foul on Leppy, excuse me. Foul on Leppy. 4th team foul. And Rogers to Henson. To Layton. Jumper good by Layton. Wolves moving the ball around pretty well, looking to try and find the opportunity, and they do! Ella Stewart! Great ball movement by the Wolves there. Found the opening, got the bucket. And Jackman on the ball. Three-pointer by Jackman off the front of the rim, rebounded by Taylor. Jumper by Stewart, no good. Leppy's gonna knock it away and it will fall into the hands of Allie Oakleberry. She's gonna find Henson. Henson with the layup, and good. And into Haley Taylor. To Leppy. Ella Stewart gonna go to work here. Layup, oh, the corner, but she's gonna get her own rebound. She's gonna find Leah Wilson. The bank is open, Leah Wilson for 3. 39-23, 2:24 remaining in the third. Allie Oakleberry off the right side, rebounded by Wilson. Wilson's gonna go, she's gonna find Leppy. Finds Haley Taylor on top. Ella Stewart. Ooh, she was trying to look at Leppy there, cutting on the backside. She's gonna find Taylor. Taylor's gonna drive, 10 seconds on the shot clock off the Vikings, and it's gonna stay with the Timberwolves. Atira Moore entering for Jordan Walters, and the Vikings have 3 subs entering. We've got Rogers, Jackman, Henson going to take a break. Entering is number 21, Wolf, number 13, Kalia Evans, and number 12, Oakley Homer. And the Wolves are going to turn it over. Vikings coming the other direction. Nearly picked off by Taylor, but it will be last touched by the Vikings, and the Timberwolves will get the ball. And another sub entering for the Wolves is number 20, Kira Jacobson. As Taylor will bring it up the court. Kira was alone, and they finally find her. Great cut back door. 25-39, minute 24 remaining. Wolves slowly chipping away here in the third quarter. Quite a few points here from Stewart kicked off this succession of points. Corner 3, no good, rebounded by Stewart. And the Wolves go to work here at the MAC. And 17 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Moore trying to go to work. Stewart might take this pull-up free throw jumper that she's been looking at most of the day. She's been trying to work inside. She finds Moore. The ball's going to get loose. Moore's going to turn it over, stolen by Evans. And Evans going to work here. She finds her teammate Homer in the corner, looking to find Layton in the corner. Feeds over in for a corner three for Wolf, and it's good for Wolf. 42-25, 20 seconds remaining in the game, or in the third quarter, excuse me. We still have another quarter of play. And more. Wolves want to settle for the final shot. They find Stewart, and it's not going to be good, as the Vikings have 5 seconds looking to try and get it in. Ooh, off the hands of Layton, and she hits the floor hard. Hopefully she's okay. She gets up pretty quickly. Good, everyone's up, we're good. 3 seconds remaining here. Wolves looking to get the final shot, but they're going to have to get up the court very quickly if they want a good, at least decent look. Taylor gives it a good chuck, but it's going to end up short, and that's the end of the third quarter. We'll be back after this break. And we're under play here in the fourth quarter as the Vikings lead 42-25. Shot by Oakleberry, and Evans is going to come up with it. It's going to be a foul on, I believe, Atira Moore. Third foul for Moore. And the Vikings looking to go to work here. Into Evans, spin move by Evans, off the front side of the rim, no good. Wilson comes up with it. Two Vikings nearly knocked it loose, but she held strong and she gets it to Taylor. She's gonna find, oh, looked at Kira Jacobson cutting, unable to get it to her. She's gonna find more, and they finally get to Haley Taylor down low. Three-point shot blocked by Layton. And the Vikings come up with it. And they're going to find Homer over in the corner. She's going to dribble, trying to cut. It's going to be fed back up on top to Wolf. Three-point by Wolf. No good. Rebounded by Layton. Jumper by Layton. No good. It's going to come up by Oakleberry again. Oakleberry one more time. No good. Vikings get it again for, I believe, the fourth consecutive rebound. Layton's going to feed over into Wolf. Back to Evans. Handoff to Wolf. 6 seconds. 5, 4. Corner three. Good by Oakleberry. Scoreboard reads 45-25. Wolves made a good chip away here on this scoreboard here for quite a while, looking to reestablish that rhythm that they had worked so hard to get. Atira Moore is going to put a shot up, and it's going to be rebounded by the Vikings. Wolf is going to come charging down the other direction. Layton waiting to set the screen, and she does. They did look at her, but Evans will get the ball. Three shot by Oakleberry, no good. Rebounded by Atira Moore. And layup is good by Leah Wilson. And feed inside to Evans. Evans over to Oakleberry. Oakleberry wanted it, but nope, it will be a traveling violation. That'll be a Timberwolf ball. Kira Jacobson will take a break, and Leona Leppi will enter for the Wolves. Wolves going to work here, and it's going to be a turnover. Leppi's in the hunt, though, and the Vikings are able to come up with it as Jackman dribbles over into Henson, back over to Layton. Layton looking to go to work, feeds over here to Homer. Three shot by Homer, no good off the top part of the rim. It's going to be bounced around a few times before Beatty comes up with the ball for the Wolves. She's going to find Taylor on the drive, unable to come up with it. Moore hits the floor. Multiple people at the floor. Wolf finds the ball. Vikings are in a 2-on-1. Beatty with the only defense back for the Wolves. And they will score off the 2-on-1 fast break. Taylor comes up with it. Scoreboard reads 27-47. 6:11 remaining here in the fourth. Moore tried to feed it, and it won't go. And it will stay with the Wolves, this jump ball possession. And Atira Moore is going to take a break. Taylor to inbound. And Leah Wilson, a three-point shot, and it's going to go just over the backside of the rim. Wolf trying to feed over to Henson. Finds Layton inside for the layup. Great little pass and work there by Big Bend. Scoreboard reads 49-27. And Leppi trying to feed Leah Wilson, and it's unable to get to its intended target as they'll find Henson over in the corner. Looked at a three-pointer, but they'll reset and elect to just work this ball. Jackman down low against Ella Stewart. Little fadeaway jumper action, and Jackman will score. Tough there too, because I believe that Stewart fell within that arc that's right on top, which is, I believe, that restricted area where they have to give. And so Stewart defended about as well as you possibly can. Stewart, again, has had a heck of a day here and doing all she can to put points up on the board. She actually launched that rally for the Timberwolves here in the third quarter as the Vikings look to swing this ball around. Three-point shot over here on the left side by Wolf. No good. Rebound by Beatty. And Beatty will look to get us up the floor as quickly as possible. Looking to launch the offense. Taylor, no good. Blocked by Layton. And the Vikings will work their way up the floor. 4:30 remaining here in the fourth. Foul on Haley Taylor. Her second team foul as well. Taylor will take a break, and Jordan Walters enters for the Wolves. And immediate timeout. We'll be back after this break. And welcome back, 4:30 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Vikings made quick work of that one coming out of the timeout. And they are up 53-27. Tried to feed it inside to Leppy, and it's going to get knocked loose by the Vikings. They'll look to come the other way. Henson with the three-point, no good. Henson trying to get her own rebound. Walters comes up with it, gives it right back to the Vikings, and the Vikings score 2 more. Leah Wilson trying to play it into Ella Stewart, and it's going to get turned over. Vikings are going to come the other direction. Three-point shot by Henson, and it's going to hit the top backside of the rim, or top backside of the board, and it will go out for a Timberwolves ball. And the Wolves looking to finish strong here in the fourth. A lot of promise, a lot of talent out here. They're just trying to put it together, find that rhythm. There's been great moments, great ball movement. Three-pointer there by Avery Beatty. Great shot there by Beatty. Again, great rhythm, great movement. Again, good work by a lot of moments. It's just coming down to these little things, trying to put the whole picture together. And it's going to be a foul on Leppy. But you see the great things that are happening. As the Vikings will inbound up top into Evans. Evans with the little jumper, good for 2. 57-30, 2:53 remaining in the game. Foul on the ground, going to be on Rogers, I believe. Yes, on Rogers. First team foul, third personal foul for Rogers. It's going to be on the floor, so Timberwolves will inbound the ball to Stewart. And turnover by the Wolves. Vikings coming the other direction. Great teamwork. And they'll add points on the board. And we'll be back after this quick break. And 2:26 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Taylor brings it up. She finds Jordan Walters over on the side. Tries to feed it into Beatty, and they're going to foul Beatty. Looks like we're going to get a... That's going to be a foul on 13, Kalia Evans of Big Bend. As Beatty will inbound here for the Wolves. And she finds Leppy. Tried to find Avery on the cut. And unfortunately, Vikings come up with it. And it's going to be a traveling violation on Henson. Timberwolf ball, 2:07 remaining here in the fourth quarter. And shot by Leppy. Finds Oakleberry. Off Beatty's foot, and it will stay with the Vikings. They find Layton, quick layup, unable to go. Rebound by Rogers, back to Layton, back to Rogers, shot by Rogers, and finally rebounded by the Wolves. And they've got the drive down the other side of the floor. Walters with the 3 off the board. And it's going to be a Viking ball. Subs for the Wolves. Atira Moore enters, and Kira Jacobson. As the Vikings inbound the ball, minute 25 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Stick around with us for our BMCC men's basketball game as they host the Big Bend Vikings men's basketball team. Solid matchup. Wolves coming off a great win. And layup by Layton. Jacobson for the 3, off the front side of the rim. Walters, Atira Moore came with the rebound, gets fouled, shooting 2 shots. 54 seconds remaining here. Gonna be a foul on Ali Oakleberry of the Vikings, and Atira Moore is to the line, shooting 2. And good for the first one. And good for the second. .45 seconds remaining. Foul on 32, I believe. I believe he's had a charge. And gonna be a foul. And the Wolves will inbound. 43 seconds remaining. Scoreboard reads 61-32. To Beatty. To Jacobson. Trying to find Walters inside, didn't find it. That'll be a turnover. Going to be a Viking ball here on the 22nd. Shot clock's turned off. Vikings get the last shot if they want. And Wolves saying no foul, no shot, and the Vikings will elect to just let this one, let clock run out. 8 seconds remaining, 7. Here as time wraps up here at the MAC for the women's basketball game. Vikings win. Vikings win 61-32 over the Wolves, and we'll be back after a short break here for the men's basketball game starting in approximately 20 minutes. and welcome here to the BMCC men's basketball game here at McRae Activity Center here on the beautiful campus of Blue Mountain Community College in Pendleton, Oregon, as the BMCC Timberwolves will take on the Big Bend Vikings. Here are what should be a very good matchup between these two closely ranked teams. In a three-way tie for fourth place is the BMCC Timberwolves, and sitting right below them on the table, is the Big Bend Vikings. Your starters for the Timberwolves are number 13, Johnny Jamison, number 2, Caden Johnson, number 32, Oscar Stecklin, number 14, Jacob Campbell, and number 1, Deontay Hill. Your starters for the Big Bend Vikings are number 0, Gideon Harris, number 44, Dominic Wanja, number 10, Marky Ibrahim, number 4, Gil Gonzalez, and number 11, Ian Hillman. Jamison with the ball, swing over to Deontay Hill, as he'll look for a break. To Campbell, back over in the corner. Corner three for Johnny Jamison. And the Vikings will come up with the rebound. Deontay Hill coming off a 31-point victory, 31 points in their victory in the last game. 3 put up by number 0, Gideon Harris. No good. Going to be rebounded by the Timberwolves as Campbell will bring it up the floor, ready to start the offense for the Wolves. Johnny Jamison feed into Stecklin. Stecklin's going to go to work off the backboard and in! Oscar Stecklin with the first 2 points. Timberwolves sitting 2-3 in conference, 7-13 overall. And Big Bend sitting 1-4 in conference. Again, sitting just below the Wolves on the table. Number 44, Dominic Wanja. He will go just over the top of the rim and miss. Wajna, a center freshman, 6'10", from Warsaw, Poland, for the Vikings. And Campbell will come up with the loose ball into Oscar Stecklin, and the dunk for Oscar Stecklin. And they get the ball into Gil Gonzalez. Layup, good! Gonna be foul, I believe, on Caden Johnson for the Wolves. And scoreboard reads 4-2. Wolves with a slight lead here, but Gil Gonzalez looking to complete the 3-point play. 6'5" from Aurora, Colorado, and he makes it. Scoreboard now reads 4-3. And Campbell will bring it up the floor for the Wolves as they try and trap him in the corner. No good. Deontay Hill gets the ball. He's going to go to work. Little running jumper, no good. Rebounded by Hill. He's going to go up. And good! Deontay Hill adding more points on the board. Again, Deontay Hill coming off of 31 points for himself in their victory in the last game. And that's going to be a nice layup there for number 0, Gideon Harris, guard, sophomore, 6'1", from Albuquerque, New Mexico, as Campbell will pass over to Hill. To Stecklin. To Campbell. To Jamison. Campbell. Jamison. 3-point shot by Jamison. Good! As the Wolves continue to add. And we're going to have an official's timeout because the ball decided to roll all the way under the bleachers. And we'll get some substitutions. Clock will stop at 16:22. We'll restart on the inbound. Number 23, Miguel Taylor, who just entered the game, already trying to break inside. And it's going to be turned over. Deontay Hill steals the ball, going to the other direction, and they're going to try and lock him in. Finds Jamison on top. He's going to take the running jumper off the backside of the board. Rebounded by Miguel Taylor. .21 seconds on the shot clock. They're going to find Dominic Wajna on the inside, but he's going to be fouled by Stecklin.
No, 32 Oscar Steckline. That's his first, second team foul. Miguel Taylor to shots.
And the first one's good. And the second. No good. Rebounded by the Vikings. And into Harris. Scoreboard reads 9-6, 15:28 remaining. Layup is good by assist by Harris. Inside to number 22, Miguel Taylor. Sorry, I want to make a correction. Number 23, Victor Raymond, is the redshirt freshman in for the Vikings. Had 22 and 23 confused for a brief second. Jacob Campbell going to try and play it back in. Deontay Hill saves it, only to be turned over to the Vikings. And Harris dribbles inside, gets stuck. And blocked by Stecklin. And to Campbell, looks back over to Hill. Jumper by Hill. Good by Hill. Hill looking impressive again as they'll feed over into 10. Marky Ibrahim, guard, sophomore, 6'3", out of Kiryat Shmona, Israel. And they're going to say over the back on Stecklin. That's going to be a second foul here, 14-10. And we're going to get timeout. We'll be back after this commercial break. And welcome back here. 13:20 remaining. Wolves lead 11-8 here still in the first half. Big three by the Vikings, and we're going to foul on the rebound there. It's going to be on 23. Victor Raymond, 6'7", freshman from Seattle, Washington. And entering in for the Wolves is number 12. That's Seneca Ball. And also in for the Wolves is number 15, Zane Nichols. The Wolves content to look for the right opportunity here. Again, 12:58. Deep three by Jameson, in and rattled back out. The man was robbed. As the Vikings will look to take over here. And good work there by Vikings. Number 4, Gil Gonzalez, working on the inside, trying to get some points on the board. Beautiful no-look pass by Deontay Hill. Zane Nichols almost had the layup, and it rattled in and back out. And the feed inside to Gil Gonzalez against Caden Johnson. And he'll get the points. And inbound to Seneca Ball. By Jameson. 13-12. Wolves still lead. 11:22 remaining here in the first half. As number 3, Ori Mizrahi we'll look to do some work, and it's going to be a turnover stolen by the Wolves. And recovered briefly, and then turned over again. And it'll be a Wolves inbound play. Caden Johnson going to take a break. In for the Wolves is number 5, Xavier Kelly. Kelly, quick jumper, no good. Rebounded by Dominic Waja. And Seneca Ball tried to get a hand in there to stop, and it will go out of bounds. Vikings with the ball. And quick sub, Gideon Harris in. Taking a break is Ori Mizrahi for the Vikings. And Harris with the ball on top. And Harris with a wide open lane to get all the way to the hoop. 13-14, Vikings take the lead. As Jameson brings the ball up the 4. He does find Hill. Back to Jameson. He looked briefly at the 3, trying to create some separation. Finds Hill on the outside. Back out to Jameson. 3-point shot on top, just off the front side of the rim. Vikings come with the rebound. Gideon Harris dribbling up the floor. Hard challenge there by the Vikings on Jameson. Wolves asking for a foul to be called. It was a hard screen. Pushed Jameson straight to the ground. No call though. Jamison dribbles inside, finds Xavier Kelly, and he's going to find Seneca on top. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3. Shot's going to have to go up quick. Jamison with the shot. Off the front of the rim, rebounded by the Vikings. Going to find number 10, Marky Ibrahim, over in the corner, as they also find Wajna. He's going to hand off to Harris. And turned over. Kelly comes up with it. He finds Deontay Hill. Coming down on the other side is Seneca. Deontay Hill high off the board. No good. Jamison comes in, gets the rebound. Finds Zane Nichols, and jumper good. Wolves with the bucket. 15-16. To Harris. Gonzalez looking for any option that he can find. 6 seconds on the clock, finds Harris. Wolves trying to prevent the shot, tries to find it. It's going to knock her out a few times, and a shot clock violation by the Vikings. Turnover, Timberwolves ball. Entering the game is number 22, Miguel Taylor, and number 23, Victor Raymond. And it's going to have a timeout. We'll be back after this break. And welcome back here. Coming out of the timeout was a little bit of an extended timeout. And we've got a little confusion here on the floor. Not entirely sure what for. Officials talking to the coach, making sure they got the ball on the right person, right team. And it is going to be inbounded by the Vikings. Score is 15-16. Here to start the inbound play. 8:22 remaining here in the first half. Nearly picked off by the Wolves, and Gideon Harris is going to step out of bounds. And it's going to be a Timberwolf ball. And Jacob Campbell, Oscar Stecklin, Caden Johnson in on the floor, Deontay Hill, and Johnny Jamison. As Campbell finds Johnny over on the far side, finds Deontay on top. Trying to get Deontay stuck in, and not going to happen as he finds Caden Johnson over in the corner. Johnson drives, trying to find Deontay Hill back up on top. Looking at all his options, he's going to go, and it's going to bounce around for the bucket. 2 more for Deontay Hill. And Vikings working inside on Stecklin. Unable to go. They find the rebound by Caden Johnson, and he's going to get that ball out quickly as Deontay Hill looks to slow this things down, reset the offense. Campbell plays back out to Hill, back out to Campbell, into Oscar Stecklin. An attempted pass, I think, to Johnson. Off the bottom of the board. Great trick shot, and the Vikings will come back out with the ball the other direction. Gideon Harris dancing around, but the ball is going to be rebounded by Jacob Campbell. Finds Deontay Hill and a Johnny Jamison. Caden Johnson in the corner is going to be blocked by number 1, Diego Carrera out of El Paso, Texas. 6'7" sophomore. And Euro step by number 10, Marky Ibrahim. A little fancy Euro step. Got almost all the Wolves, just wasn't able to get the ball to fall. And the Wolves will look to reset, finds Caden Johnson. Looking at his options, finds Jacob Campbell. Jamison in the corner, drives. Back out to Campbell, 3-pointer by Campbell. Off the board, or off the rim. Rebounded by number 22, Miguel Taylor. 6'7" out of Spokane, Washington. Deep 3 by number 10, Marky Ibrahim. And timeout's gonna be called, and we'll be back after this commercial break. And Oscar Stecklin with the points brings the Wolves back up 19-19. About 5:30 remaining here in the first period. Now, Big Bend has allowed the fewest points here in the East Division. one of them, and that's because it's just tough defense, tough to break inside. And I can tell you, 19-19 is one of the lower scoring portions here of a half I've ever seen. Now we still have 5 minutes and 30 seconds remaining, but you gotta expect more points to be awaiting us here in the second half. Here as number 3, Ori Mizrahi, looking to break inside for the Vikings. Backdoor cut, no good. Mizrahi back with the ball. And Wolves come up with the ball. Campbell dribbling up the floor. Over to Jamison. To Stecklin. High off the board, no good. Vikings come up with it. The rebound was Ian Hillman out of Moscow, Idaho. Back up on top to Gil Gonzalez, three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Campbell. Campbell finds Johnson. To Stecklin inside. Campbell, Jamison, Stecklin, Campbell, drives. Shot. Almost by Campbell, almost falls. It's going to be rebounded, I believe, by number 24, Caden Larson, freshman out of Preston, Idaho. And Gonzalez looking to go against Johnson. Jumper no good. Rebounded, though, briefly by the Vikings before it's a loose ball. Comes up. Campbell comes up with it. Gets the Wolves out. Jamison dribbling back out to Campbell. Out to Deontay. Back out to Campbell. Layup by Campbell. Good. Hill not letting him out. Forces a turnover and steal Deontay Hill. And Wajna. And foul, Caden Johnson. And looks like we're going to immediate timeout here. We'll be back after this commercial break. And welcome back coming out of the media timeout. 3:23 remaining here in the first half, 23-19. 2 on the shot clock. 1, no good. Turnover, Timberwolves ball. If you lost me there for a second, it's because we somehow accidentally hit the mute button, but it's okay. The system did it, nobody else. It was an accident. And Campbell takes off. Gonzalez hot on his tail and finds Kel Higashi in for the Timberwolves. Minute 34 remaining here in the first half. Campbell looks to get inside into Nichols. To Ball. To Campbell. Finds Jamison. And no shot. Foul on. They fouled Jamison. Foul on number 1, Diego Carrera. As the Wolves will inbound. Miscommunication there from Campbell to Nichols. And it's going to be Viking ball. 25-19 is the score. Minute 21 remaining on the board. As the Vikings look to go to work. Timber trying to direct traffic over in the corner. Nowhere to go. Solid defense by the Wolves. 8 seconds on the shot clock. 7. Shot in the corner 3. No good. Vikings come with it. Another shot. No good on the shot. Wolves hold strong. 46 seconds remaining. 25-19. Wolves will have to get a shot off before the end of the first. Higashi over to Campbell. Back to Higashi. To Jamison. It's going to be knocked away by the Vikings. Remain with the Wolves. 7 seconds remaining. And to Seneca ball. To Jamison. Deep 3. Off the back of the rim. Shot clock resets. Foul on Jacob Campbell.
Foul for 14, Jacob Campbell. That's his first. 17th foul.
First personal foul, 17 foul. Going to the line is number 1, Diego Carrera.
Diego Carrera, 1 and 1.
First shot is good. Second shot, no good. Rebounded by Campbell. To Higashi. Back to Campbell. 11 seconds. Wolves can't wait for the final shot if they want. 8 seconds. Shot by Campbell. It's going to be short. Rebounded off the back of the board. .8 seconds remaining. Wolves are going to have to catch and shoot. Jamison gets it. It's going to be up to a quick shot. Higashi, layup and in! 27-20. Wolves take the lead going into halftime. We'll be back after halftime break. frustrating. And welcome back here to the start of the second half here at the McRae Activity Center. Wolves lead 27-20 to start the second half as we're having a technical difficulties here, and I will be right back. And we're back officially here to start the second half. Wolves lead 27-20. Harris with the ball. Shot by Harris. Good! 27-20. Campbell. Hill. Hill with the three-point shot. Good for Hill. Big Ben hits one, and Hill answers right back for the Timberwolves. 30-23. Three-point shot by Gonzalez. Off the back of the rim, rebounded by Campbell. Campbell feeds up the floor to Hill. Hill finds Johnson, who finds a Johnny. And we're gonna have a charge call on a Johnny Jamison. Or Caden Johnson, not entirely sure. Nope, Caden Johnson will take the foul. And Big Ben inbounds the ball. Gideon Harris, sophomore out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. Trying to find the inside pass here to Gonzalez. Working to back down to Johnny Jamison. Not going anywhere, says Jamison, and Gonzalez makes the basket. 30-25. Campbell up to Hill. To Campbell. Back out to Hill. Stecklin sets the screen. Back out to Campbell on the other side. Looking to feed back inside to Stecklin. Jumper by Stecklin. Off the front of the rim and out. And Harris launches the drive up the floor. Into his teammate number 10, Marky Ibrahim. And back out to Dominic Wachna. Harris with the three-point shot. Good! 30-28. Harris hit 2 threes so far in the 2 minutes and 30 seconds we've been playing. And Timber the mascot does not look impressed. Deontay Hill over to Campbell, to Caden Johnson in the corner. Back into a Johnny Jamison. Jamison backs him down. Layup, oh, doesn't fall. And it's going to be a foul, I believe. Was that on 44, Dominic Wajna. It's his first team foul here in the second quarter, or second half. And Jamison to the line. First shot. No good. And second shot. Good. 31-28, Wolves still lead by 3. 17 minutes remaining in the second half. Inside of Gonzalez, attempted a dunk and got checked He got checked by the rim. He tried for the slam, and the rim said no. And the ball will fall out for a Viking ball. He's at 4 seconds, and inbounded Gonzalez to receive. Gideon Harris. Matched up with Deontay Hill. And you got to be quick. And his second attempt at a dunk is more successful because his first one did not go. And Jamison feeds into, attempts to feed into Johnson. It's going to be turned over, stolen by Ibrahim. I believe it's going to be foul on Deontay Hill. I believe that's going to be his third. Yep, that's his third. And Stecklin is going to take a break. Second team foul. And Deontay Hill with 3. Got to be careful about racking up that fourth one this early here in the second half. Gideon Harris matched up against Jacob Campbell. Zane Nichols. Johnny Jamison. And Harris looking to drive. Trying to get inside Nichols. He lays it up and in. 32-31. Vikings retake the lead. 16 minutes remaining in the second. Only 4 minutes elapsed here. Eclipsed here in the second half. Hill with the fake out. Almost had the reverse layup. It didn't go. Also back on defense. Johnson tried to set. He was ready to take the charge. He didn't need to. Johnson on Harris. Deontay on 44. A little bit of a mismatch. There they got the switch back. Ibrahim had an open shot. Didn't want to take it. Number 11, Ian Hillman. Then back to Gonzalez. Gonzalez tried to jumper or dunk. We're not quite sure. It didn't go either way. Jamison with a deep 3, and it's good! At 34-32, Wolves lead. And traveling violation on Gideon Harris. And we're going to immediate timeout. We'll be back after this commercial break. And welcome back. Coming out of the media timeout, 34-32, Wolves lead, 14:46 remaining in the second half. Hill and Campbell tossing a ball right over the top of Miguel Taylor, playing a little bit of keep away, if you will. Jamieson under pressure from Miguel Taylor. Back out to Hill. Who finds Campbell? Who finds Caden Johnson? Johnson backing him down, trying to go up strong. Did not get it. He was defended well by Victor Raymond. And the Vikings will get the ball. Bringing up the floor is Mizrahi. Sorry, had to find the name on the roster. Marky Ibrahim. Mizrahi to Victor Raymond. Victor Raymond. No good. It just fell out of bounds. I believe that is what the kids call an air ball. I can't confirm. I asked my sources over here, experts in basketball really, and they confirmed it is an air ball. They are the same experts I referred to during volleyball season when I asked for advice. Zay Nichols, just short on the jumper. And Mizrahi, the guard. Miguel Taylor over to Ibrahim. Takes to Johnny Jamieson. And the little jumper is in. 34-34. 13-13. And Campbell evaluating the options. Campbell drives inside. Off the glass and in! Strong defense by Campbell, preventing Mizrahi from going anywhere. Defended by Johnson is Victor Raymond. Layup, no good. Raymond comes up with his own rebound. He's going to put it back up and in. Same thing, twice, no good. But they're going to call a foul. Foul is going to be on 15, Zane Nichols, and third team foul. And first shot by Victor Raymond. No good on the first. Second shot, and is made. Timeout, Big Ben. 36-35, Wolves lead. We'll be back after this commercial break. .12:28 remaining in the second half. 12:28 remaining in the game. 36-35 Wolves lead. Campbell inbounds to Deontay Hill, who plays back out to Campbell. This is the third of 3 home games for the Wolves as before they begin their road series. Upcoming for the Wolves is Saturday the 1st. They are at Columbia Basin. February 5th, they're at Yakima Valley. And then February 8th, they are at home against Walla Walla. Then they go back on the road to Spokane, Big Bend, Wenatchee Valley at home, CBC at home, and then Treasure Valley at home. Campbell off the hands of the Vikings, and Vikings come up with it. Gonzalez for 3. Good for 3. 38-36. Vikings take the lead. This really has been a back and forth contest really between these two teams. Zane Nichols! Campbell defending Harris. Gonzalez. 3-point attempt by number 11. That is Ian Hillman. Into Zane Nichols. Johnny Jameson saves it. Three-point attempt by Hill. Good! 41-38, Wolves retake the lead. Again, back and forth. 10:36 remaining in the game. Offensive foul on the Vikings. Timberwolves ball. Entering for Big Bend is going to be number 1, Diego Carrera. And then for the Wolves will be Seneca ball. Taking a break is number 14, Jacob Campbell. Zane Nichols will inbound it. And he'll get it into Seneca. Jameson with the jumper off the elbow. No good. Rebounded by Nichols. Great rebound by Nichols. And they foul him. He's going to the line. Nichols got up for the rebound. And he will go to the line shooting 2. 41-38. His score. Wolves coming off a 91-86 victory over Treasure Valley. And rebounded by the Vikings. Harris being defended by Ball, and he gets it in, layup up and in. 41-40. Ball looking to find options. It collapsed all on top of him. Johnny Jameson gets fouled. 4th team foul. Oscar Stecklin in. Zane Nichols will take a break. Layup by Jameson. 43-40. Over to Hillman. He finds Gonzalez. Gonzalez spins on him. They're going to say foul on And looks like we're going to go to a timeout. We'll be back after the break. All right, and welcome back. First shot missed by number 22. That is Miguel Taylor. 43-40 is the score, 9:32 remaining in the game. Wolves lead, slim margin by 3. And there we go, now you can see the game. One free throw was made, the last one, the second one, 43-41. Over to Stecklin to Hill. Seneca ball to Jamison. Stecklin. Stecklin tried to find Hill. It's going to be turned over. Turnover again. And Stecklin comes up with it. And the Wolves will restart. Jamison sets himself for a 3. Off the front of the rim and out. Rebounded by Gideon Harris. And the Vikings will go the other direction. Into the hands of Hillman. Harris setting up the offense. Spins on Stecklin, finds Hillman, finds Miguel Taylor. Defended well by Caden Johnson, who then Harris comes back for it. Got a mismatch on Stecklin, and it's going to be a foul on Stecklin. And Campbell re-entering the game for ball. Make sure everyone's set as they inbound the ball. Hillman looking for his options. He finds Harris, defended by Jacob Campbell. Harris almost falls. He stands back up. Trying to get it set up. 14 seconds on the shot clock. 8:18 remaining in the game. 43-41. We're going to have a foul. And it's going to be on number 14, Jacob Campbell. Seems that there was a little disbelief in the audience, but they're standing with it. Coach Baxter demonstrating what the foul looked like. And the ref said nope, even though I believe everyone in the gym saw it. Inbounded to Harris. Still defended by Jacob Campbell. Layup, and a foul called on Jacob Campbell. That's his third. Back-to-back fouls on Campbell. Unfortunate. Unlucky, really. And 2 shots for Gideon Harris. 43-41. And he's gonna shoot it again, although the ref might have just jinxed him. He blew his whistle right in the middle of his make. Never mind, he still makes it. 43-42. 8:04 remaining in the game. Second shot for Harris. No good. Stecklin comes up with it. To Jamison, over to Campbell. Campbell drives to Johnson. Reverse layup for Johnson. No, they're saying no basket. They're saying no basket. They're saying foul was on the ground, no continuation. And Ibrahim re-entering the game for number 11, Ian Hillman. Jamison to inbound the ball. To Campbell, to Hill. 43-42, 7 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. To Johnson, back out to Jamison, over to Hill. Jamison. Jamison got caught, threw it off the board to himself, and put it back up and in. 45-42. Shot by Gonzalez. Off the rim, rebounded by Stecklin. Hill. Stecklin working inside on Gonzalez. No good off the front of the rim. Johnson with the rebound, and it's going to be last touch, they say, by the Vikings. And it's going to be a Timberwolf ball. Into Campbell. Back into Jamison. Out to Stecklin. Stecklin dribbles. Travel on Stecklin. As Harris dribbles up the floor. Harris up top, guarded by Campbell. That's Diego Carrera. Back out to Harris, 7, 6, 5 on the shot clock. 4, three-pointers up, no shot. Illegal screen by the Vikings. We're going the other direction. That is the 16th foul. And Campbell inbounds the ball into Jamison. Board turned off. We're going to have a pause. What is... Had to pause action real quick because the scoreboard's all turned off. Can't play without the scoreboards, apparently. So they've got them fixed. Resetting the shot clock. And we're good to go. And Hill with the ball. 6:20 remaining in the game. 45-42, Wolves still lead. And we're going to have an issue with the shot clock. And they've got it fixed, and we're back. Into Hill, over to Campbell, swings over to Jamison. 15 seconds. And there's a turnover, going to be a foul on number 13, Jamison. And Harris to the line for the Vikings for the 1-on-1, 45-42, 6:04 remaining in the game. Good for the first. And good for the second, 45-44. Hill bringing the ball up the floor, over to Campbell. Campbell for the corner three. Bounces around, no good. Harris gonna come with it. Campbell has to get back. They're gonna say foul on Campbell. That's gonna be the fourth foul on Campbell. And the first one's good, ties it up to 45 all. And good for the second. Vikings retake the lead. Again, a contest that's been back and forth, both teams with shares of the lead. And Campbell turns over the ball. Careful not to pick up the fifth. Gonzalez dunks it. 45-48. And it's going to be a foul on Harris. We are at the 1-and-1 bonus. And Kel Higashi entering for Campbell. Campbell going to take a break, riding 4 fouls. And Jamison to the line, the first shot. Good for the first. The second. Good for 2. Trying to inbound the ball, and they finally get it to Ibrahim. And they find, Harris. Over the corner to number 24. That's Caden Larson. Good by Caden Larson for three. 47-51. 5 minutes remaining in the game. If the Vikings win, they will tie with the Wolves. I believe it will probably move to 5th place. Tie for 5th. Wolves currently in a 3-way tie for 4th. Shot by Hill. Good by Hill! 3-point made! 50-51. Vikings still lead by 1. 4 minutes, 34 seconds remaining in the game. What a game, folks. If you haven't made it out here yet, you definitely want to come watch these Timberwolves play. And the ball comes up with the Wolves. Hill looking to take it in, feeds outside, and it's going to be just long. And we're getting a media timeout. Exciting stuff as we're back after the media break. And welcome back out of the media timeout. 4:17 remaining, 50-51 Vikings lead. Harris being defended by Deontay Hill. Harris, quite the player, very agile, but can't get past Declan. And the Wolves come up with it, 55-51, or 50-51, 3:55 remaining. Kel Higashi with the ball, looking for the screen on Steckland, finds Hill. 3-point shot by Hill. Good from Hill! 53-51, Hill is on fire this evening. And again, I mentioned it earlier in the last game, came out with 31 points. What a night. Deontay Hill, special player here for the Wolves. And Washnut tries to find Gonzalez on the inside, defended by Jameson. Tries to spin on him, layup, no good. Kel Higashi comes up with it. Gonzalez in the hunt. Tries to swipe it out of his hands, no good. Kel Higashi too quick. He said too slow. Try again. King Johnson with the layup up and in. 55-51. 3 minutes remaining in the game. Harris nearly got the ball taken from him, nearly stolen. And turned over, Hill comes up with it. Looking to find Johnson on the layup, and he does, and it's in! Johnson with back-to-back points. Steckland tried to block it, no good. 3-pointer made by Marquis Ibrahim. 57-54, timeout, back after the break. And welcome back out of the timeout. 2:34 remaining, 57-54. Wolves lead after back-to-back buckets from Johnson. Caden Johnson, Deontay Hill having a day. Johnny Jameson as well. All the Wolves came to play. Again, coming off of a victory against Treasure Valley. Wolves win. They should take control of fourth place at the very least. About a game back of third, maybe 2 games back of second. And turnover. The Vikings coming the other way. Sitting in first place alone is Walla Walla, sitting at 5-0. Turnover, Vikings, and it's going to be the Wolves' ball. Now, when the Timberwolves, they saw the Walla Walla Warriors already once this year, the men's basketball team, and they lost 91-84. Close game, and they will get Walla Walla at home on February 8th. That is their next home game. Deontay Hill. Kel Higashi dribbles inside. Going to be blocked, but Johnson comes up with it. They have 14 seconds to work with. Jameson. Foul, I believe. Looked like they signaled. Technical foul, Johnny Jameson. So we're going to have technical foul of Johnny Jameson, so the Vikings will get to shoot. First shot by Gideon Harris. First one's good. 1:41 remaining in the game. Second shot. No good. And the Wolves have come alive here in the MAC. Crowd is getting angry, or hyped, I should say. Oh, the student section standing up. Oh my goodness! And you've awoken the student section. Here we go, last minute and 30 seconds. Deontay Hill defending Harris. He's looking for support, he's trying to direct him. Washington with the ball. 57-55, minute 22 remaining. Harris gets the ball. 9 seconds on the shot clock. 8 seconds. He's going to go for the layup. No good. Oh, they're going to say Wolves last touched it. Stays with the Vikings. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Student section still on their feet. It's about to get rowdy in here. Timber says, talk your talk. Officials having a conference, making sure they were on the same page. And they're sending the players to the benches. They're going to review who it was last touched by. We'll be back after a quick break. And they've checked on the monitor. It will stay with Big Bend. Again, the only camera that they have to go off of is what we have up here on the stream for you folks, so they get the replay option, the ability to see it. They're going to play into Gonzalez. No good. Stecklin comes up with that. Finds Jameson. A minute and 11 seconds remaining. He's going to get it into Deontay Hill as they cross half court. Over to Kel Higashi. They've got to use this clock, burn some of this clock. 17 seconds remaining, 57-55, and we're under a minute now. 55 seconds remaining. Deontay feeds out to a Johnny. Fakes it. And they are going to review this one. So it's going to be a quick review, and we're back after another break. All right, and the video review has come back. They're going to say that there was no tripping, and it's going to go with the Vikings. They're going to say last touch by the Wolves. 42 seconds remaining, 57-55. Turnover! Kalagashi missed the layup. Rebound by the Vikings. 34 seconds remaining. A rebound that could have sealed the deal for the Wolves, or a layup, if you will. And they're going to play into Wajna. He's got Gonzalez, defended by Jameson. Defended well, 16 seconds remaining. 9 seconds on the shot clock, they have to shoot. Out to Hillman, good by Hillman. 57-58, 6 seconds remaining. And timeout, we'll be back after the break. Here we are, 6.6 seconds remaining. Big Bend in about a half-court press. Deontay Hill's going to bring it up. 5 seconds remaining. He's looking for the shot. The shot's up. Short. Game. Big Bend enters the Wolf House here in the MAC, 57-58, with a clutch three-pointer from Hillman, and they upset the Wolves. Thank you for joining us. This production was produced by BMCC Athletics. Camera operator Emily Moses. Live stream operator Aaliyah Nova. Your PA announcer is Brandon Martin. And live statistician Will Mullick.